It's the team at the top of the J1 table against last season's J2 champions at the Noevir Stadium today. Vissel Kobe versus Albirex Niigata. It's a pleasure to have your company here and a pleasure to be in the company of Takayuki Yoshida's team, whose rampant attacking play has taken J1 by storm. Even if their cup form, as demonstrated by Wednesday's 5-0 defeat here to Sanfrecce Hiroshima, leaves plenty to be desired. But in the league, Vissel are unrecognisable from the side that battled relegation for most of the 2022 campaign. The first 6 matches of 2023 have brought 5 wins and 12 goals, only 2 conceded and 15 points, which translates into a 2-point cushion over Nagoya Grampus, who face Urawa Reds today in a second versus third clash, and the Marinos. Today's opponents, Albirex, visiting the Noevir Stadium for the first time in 7 years, after last season's championship display ended a half-decade stint in the second tier. They've won 2, drawn 2 and lost 2 so far on their return to the top division. More than respectable, really, considering this is basically the same team that got them promoted. A draw at Cerezo Osaka, a win at Hiroshima and a defeat at Urawa is the return from 3 away fixtures so far. But a trip to the league leaders today will give us a sense of the competitiveness of Rikizo Matsuhashi's team for sure. They too are returning to league action 4 days after a J.League Cup encounter. The 2-0 win over Kashiwa Reysol at the Big Swan Stadium, leaving Albirex in a rather better position in their first round group than Vissel are in theirs after Wednesday's unexpected home hammering. But the side Takayuki Yoshida put out against Hiroshima leaves us in no doubt as to his and Vissel's priority this season, and that is the league. 11 changes in all today as the first choice 11 is restored. Kobe then 15 points from 6 matches, aiming at the very least to maintain the 2-point lead they're currently enjoying at the top of J1. Champions Yokohama F. Marinos also moved up to 13 points alongside Nagoya Grampus with that second half demolition of their crosstown rivals in yesterday's Yokohama derby. Albirex sit in 12th place, bottom of a mini 4-team section on 8 points. There'll be 7 matches down after today, and that is when the table will begin to spread out a little. It's a busy day of action in J1, and we're looking forward to this one certainly. Hotaru Yamaguchi leads Vissel Kobe out in a home league match for the first time in over a month. It was 4 weeks ago yesterday when Atsuki Ito's first half strike produced the only moment of turbulence Vissel have experienced all season. They take on Albirex Niigata today. That was the first and only time Vissel have fallen behind. It produced their only defeat, only the second and indeed last goal put past Daya Mikawa in the league. But impressive resilience saw them promptly win all 3 away fixtures that followed. At Sagan Tosu and Kyoto Sanga last up in the league last week, and in between at Yokohama FC in the J.League Cup. Brisk day in Kobe. Just past 2 p.m. in the afternoon local time. 14 degrees here. Conditions ideal. All 11 starters from Wednesday are switched out then, with Vissel's first choice lineup restored and unchanged from the 3-0 win at Kyoto Sanga last week in the league. Mikawa in goal, a back 4 of Sakai, Yamakawa, Honda and Hatsus. Saito is the holding midfielder either side of Ide, and the captain Yamaguchi, and that sprightly front 3 of Yuruki on the left, Muto on the right, with 3-goal top scorer Yuya Osako through the middle. The 2 captains, Hotaru Yamaguchi of Vissel and Ito Origome of Albirex come together. The referee is Hiroki Kazahara. The men with their fingers on the button in the VAR booth. There they are, Yudai Yamamoto and Tomokazu Sato. 4 changes for Niigata from their last league encounter, including in goal, where Ryosuke Kojima returns in place of Koto Abe. Thomas Deng, the Australian international, is the ready-made replacement for Michael Fitzgerald after the latter's red card against Nagoya Grampus. Shinsuke Mito comes in for the Brazilian Danilo Gomez on the left. Takehiro Ko for Hiroki Akiyama at the base of the midfield for Niigata. They too switch out the entire team from the J-League Cup 11 in the week. Well, this is easily the most successful of Takayuki Yoshida's 3 stints as Vissel Kobe coach, dated from when he replaced the sacked Miguel Angel Latina halfway through last season. 5 wins in the last 7 matches of 2022. 5 wins in the first 6 matches of this season. Rikizo Matsuhashi has slowly climbed the managerial ladder. The coach under Ange Postecoglou at Marinos and Albert Puig. He replaced the Spaniard Puig for 2022 and got Albirex promoted in fine style. This is his first year managing outright on his own in the top flight. Vissel Kobe looking to protect top spot in J1 against Albirex Niigata. It's Niigata's first visit to the Noevir Stadium in 6 years and a 2-1 defeat in March of 2017. The first of 20 defeats in a season that saw them finish second bottom, ending a 14-year stay in the top flight. They're going to have to contend with Yuya Osako today, who leads the line for Vissel Kobe. That, by the way, was also a result that helped Kobe to their best ever start to a J1 season before this one. They were played 6, won 5, lost 1 in 2017 too. Just like this season, uncannily, that league defeat, that only league defeat in their first 6 was at home to Urawa Reds. And this, match day 7, was precisely the point at which that spectacular start began to unravel. They lost their next 3, tumbled from top spot to 8th, eventually finishing that 2017 season 9th. An unfortunate precedent, but everything is in place here for the consolidation of top spot this time around. And they've started by winning a free kick here. Kuya Yuruki is going to take the chance, surely, to put some early pressure on the Albirex back line. Kojima back in goal today, and Yuruki sent it down the throat of the keeper. So he'll be starting on the left of the front 3, and it's a pretty devastating front 3 on the evidence of the first 6 matches of the season. Yuruki and Muto, with Osako through the middle. Osako and Muto started every match. Saito and Yamaguchi in the middle have played every minute of the season, with Haruya Ide, the third member of that midfield. That was a hefty tumble by Tatsushi Yamakawa. He's picked himself up. Honda and Yamakawa at the back. Hatsuse and Gotoku Sakai are the attack-minded fullbacks. A 4-2-3-1 for Albirex today, with Suzuki leading the line. Vissel getting bodies forward in the early stages. Yamakawa back to his goalkeeper Maekawa. By the way, Andres Iniesta is back in the matchday squad. He's returned over the course of the last fortnight. Niigata making good headway with Mito down the left-hand side. Support from Ito, and that's put behind for a corner. The first foray there for Albirex Niigata. Coming down the left-hand side. They've been behind only once this season. Vissel Kobe. The sole defeat has come here at the Noevir Stadium. Corner flicked on and has to be thumped away by Sakai. Last man back there for Kobe. Not managed to work the ball clear. Shimada, the base of the midfield, wearing 20 for Niigata. Suzuki won't get onto that. But will do Niigata good to spend a little bit of time camped in the Kobe half in the early stages. Origome, the left back, Hakayama, Deng, the centre halves. Arai is the right-sided fullback. Ko, Shimada. Defensive midfielders Ito, Mito and Ota, the three behind Suzuki. Clumsy challenge on Shinsuke Mito. Switches to the left-hand side, Ota to the right, because Danilo Gomez has dropped to the bench today. Might see him if they need to do something creative and attacking in the second half. Gomez, the Brazilian winger, is Deng. 11 is Shinsuke Ota. Shimada. Themselves in a bit of trouble here. Osako runs into Hakayama. That's a good, strong challenge. Deng too far advanced there and were momentarily a man down at the back. Aggressive pressing again from Vissel Kobe. Sakai gives chase, loves to get forward. Gotoku Sakai there on the right-hand side in the 4-0 win over Gamba before the international break. He scored twice. Gotoku Sakai. Useful foot in there from Saito. That's going to be nudged back towards Kojima. For Deng, the Australian, he was in the World Cup squad in Qatar last year, didn't get any playing time. It's one of the forced changes today because Fitzgerald, the joint Japanese New Zealander, was sent off last week. He played in the J.League Cup fixture, but the suspension kicks in today. It's possession given rather cheaply away. Thrust long for Yoruki. And Now to Arai dealing with it. Thumps that clearance. Here's Hatsus, who's going to take this throw. Played every minute of the season so far, the left-sided fullback for Vissel Kobe. That's Osako, a former international striker, left out of the World Cup squad by Hajime Moriyasu, concentrating fully on the Kobe charge. It's taken a good long while for them to hit the top of J1. Determined to stay there. Finished third in 2021, Vissel Kobe, and then dropped down to a finish of 13th last season. They had a surge right at the end of this season, but it was a horrible campaign in truth, 2022 for this club. Went through 3 coaches. Formula right now is working though. Ota. Useful ball in, and Suzuki there, challenged by Honda. And the ball is out for another corner. Second of the match for Albirex Niigata. Ito pulls that across to Hakayama. Slightly awkward one to deal with. Came off base really, but Mikawa was aggressive enough. Ko skips away from Saito. Kobe keeping their shape well. Here comes Ota. Unable there to connect with Shinsuke Mito. But for the prowess of Yuruka, Osako and Muto, the front 3 for Vissel. This little trio, Mito, Ito and Ota for Niigata, they're pretty handy too. 4 goals for Ota this season, a couple for Ito. 4 of their 9 goals have come from outside the area. Niigata, they have players that can shoot on sight. It's a steady opening from them. Pressured all the way back to the goalkeeper, Kojima here though. Arai. Deftly done. Here's Suzuki. Early ball. Horigome just tucks it in there to Ko. Suzuki again was the target. Play on, says the referee. The ball drilled back. Ito just tumbled at the worst possible moment. Pass was weighted beautifully. Suzuki again waits for it in the centre. That's a little too high for Ota, the player coming in behind Koji Suzuki. But good invention, yeah. The intention is applauded by Shinsuke Ota. settled well at the Noevir Stadium today, Albirex Niigata. Last victory here came in the 2015 season. 2-0 on that occasion. But the last time they were in the top flight, these two met 3 times in 2017. Kobe won all 3 encounters. Ide. Hatsuse, he's forced backwards. Once again, back to the goalkeeper, Dea Maekawa. It's those 2 goals conceded all season. Seven of the starting lineup for Vissel Kobe today have started every match this season. Continuity is key, it seems. A little bit loose that from Deng. Yuruki picks it up, that's Isako. Good foot in. He's a quirk of Vissel Kobe, really, that the moment Andres Iniesta is taken out of the equation, they string together a solid run of form that takes them top of the table. Iniesta is back, of course. He's returned to Japan. Spent the first 6 weeks of the season in Spain because his wife has given birth. But back and challenging for a place in the team again. It's a delicate balance that Coach Yoshida has to strike here. That's Ko. Deng. Arai. Ko again. Mito. Good positive play that by Mito. And the defender has to commit there, Gotoku Sakai. But it's positive play. So Mito and Otta tend to switch wings. And Mito on the left-hand side that time drew the challenge from Gotoku Sakai. And it's another corner here for Albirex Niigata. Works short. And tried a different strategy that time from the corner, Niigata. But Kobe haven't managed to win possession back. Shimada. Arai. It's back to now to Arai. Anito. Ball got a little bit tangled up between his feet. Now there's a shooting chance, maybe. He's going to come back. Otta. Clip to the far side, and Maekawa had to commit. Really bright stuff here from Albirex Niigata, taking the contest to the J1 leaders. Oof, that's loose. Yuruki, but rescued by Deng. And Kojima owes him one for that. So eyebrows were raised really when Niigata didn't consolidate their J2 winning squad. I mean, the only newcomer really is Shusuke Ota. Impressed for Makita Zelvia last year in J2. Come in to supplement Koji Suzuki, a wide midfielder. But otherwise, it's the same team. A bold move that to just trust in the same group that got you promoted. J1, an obvious step up. But so far, so good, you have to say, for Albirex Niigata. Won J2 last year by 4 points from Yokohama FC. Seen how much Yokohama is struggling at the start of this new campaign. Bottom of the table after that hammering in the Yokohama derby 24 hours ago. And Makawa misjudges the clearance. Deng. Mito. Shimada. Ota. Early ball over the top. Shusuke Ota has continued his run. Cuts the ball back in between those two attacking players, Suzuki and Mito. But so working the gaps and just playing patiently, delaying until the final ball presents itself. Albirex Niigata clearly having the better of the opening stages here at the Noevir Stadium as we approach the midway point in the first half. Hard pressed to tell the home team from the away team, really, on the balance of play so far. There you go, 68% of possession. Just the one shot to show for it, though. That's it. Is it to Yuruki? Asako tries that quick layoff. But things not quite clicking for Vissel Kobe. Ota. All right, switches it to Yuto Origome. There's a real spring in their step. Shusuke Mito takes on the fullback and drills the shot wide. Well, Mito didn't really have to hit that from that angle. He could have held it up, but it was really slick again Quick pass there around the corner, releasing Shinsuke Mito. And both Suzuki and Otta say he could have delayed there. Goalless at the Noevir Stadium. Vissel Kobe. Second best, clearly, thus far. Niigata showing no respect for Kobe's status at the top of J1. Deng. All right. That's just a little loose. Shots for Koya Yuruki. And Yuruki sends in a useful cross. Well, it's the first opportunity for Yuya Osako to throw himself at a cross. It came because of the mistake down the Niigata right. So, Koya Yuruki with this Vissel Kobe corner. Sent to the middle, and Osako just gets the execution of that all wrong. He couldn't sort his feet out in time there, the 32-year-old. Osako, 3 goals. So far this season, 3rd year back with Vissel Kobe. One of the diaspora, if you will. Went out to Germany. Played for Werder Bremen. Before that, Cologne. Has bags of experience, Osako. It was a big surprise, really, when he was left out of the World Cup squad. Scored against Colombia in World Cup 2018 for Japan. Ko. And nicely nudged down there by Otta. Just can't get that final pass right, Niigata. Muto. Belly had a kick. The game has passed Yoshinori Muto by thus far. Osako plays him in, then gets the ball back. Osako's cross can't beat the first man. Saito. Hatsusa. Niigata hassling Kobe, forcing them back, staying rigid in that formation, and then the mistake follows, but Kobe have in turn won the ball back. Comes short for Saito. He looks for Yuruki, helped on for Hatsus. Tries to pick out Osako. Well, 1 or 2 signs that they're cranking into life. Vissel Kobe. Yuya Osako is becoming more and more involved in the contest. 1 possession back well. We're patient here in moving it out to Ryo Hatsus up from left back. And again, it's a good challenge by Fumiya Akiyama on Yuya Osako. Laboured in their first match of the season here, did Kobe. And to rely on the substitute that day, Jean-Patrick, to get a 70th minute winner. The Brazilian is on the bench again today. And then followed that 4-0 win over Gamba Osaka. All set up because Yuya Osako scored in the 3rd minute in that one. Yuruki tries the weave, and Yuruki's done well. But again, really solid defensive work from Niigata. Haruya Ide now. Tries to find Osako, he tumbles, gets the decision. And that's a yellow card for Yasudα Shimada. The referee stares that one down. And they're going to be upset here at the concession of the free kick and the yellow card for one of the defensive midfielders for that challenge on Yuya Osako. He does slide through a little bit late, really, there. So, yellow card, first of the match for Yasudα Shimada. And plenty of organisation to be required here, defensively, for Albirex Niigata. Packed house here. They're going to provide the soundtrack, those Kobe supporters, no matter the score. We're past the half-hour mark here. Goalless between Vissel Kobe and Albirex Niigata. But this is presentable for Vissel. Yuruki scored both his goals this season at Sanga last week, and that's disappointing, really. I mean, near the required elevation on that to put pressure on Niigata. So Jesus picks it up. Again, it's a rather rushed and aimless ball to no one in particular, that from Rio Jesus. Yuruki again, the prod over the top. And the Niigata game plan continues to prove effective. Kojima precisely playing out from the back again there. Decision goes against Vissel that time. Saito, the player, penalised. They've worked it quickly to Shusuke Ota. Here's Arai. A little nudge back for Takehiro Ko. Well, no route through, so never mind. Turn back, recycle. Getting passed out very well by Kojima. That's going to be too heavy for Mito. Here's Honda. Jesus. No. Misstep there from Koya Yoruki. Ko, busy little player at the base of that Niigata midfield, alongside Shimada. An effective screen for the back four thus far. All sorts of pockets of space for that three, Mito, Ito and Ota in behind Suzuki. That's a decent challenge. So Honda moves it up for Yoshinori Muto. He's able to hold the ball up here. Finds Saito, Atsus, Yoruki. Finally, the runner behind. But again, body's back for Niigata. Sakai, they're forced into that, the long diagonal. The pass isn't of the required quality, so Niigata turn over possession again. Sakai just nudges it in there for Yamaguchi. That's Sasako. Playoff for Muto. Might be a crossing chance. Yes, there is. Asako! It's a little too high for Yuya Asako. And Yoruki coming in behind, a little lower. But there would have been contact on this from the centre forward, I think. Involved earlier in the move with the layoff. Just enabling Kobe to build something, and a little bit of possession on the right-hand side. Cross just a little too high. Over the last 10 minutes, Asako and Kobe have played their way into this game, but still it's goalless. Saito tries to hold off Ko and draws the foul. Hatsus hangs that up for Asako, wins it in the air. Well played there by Mito. And finds Suzuki. Kobe very quick to get everyone back at their defensive stations, though. And that means the tempo comes down again. Shimada hassled. Challenge comes in from Ide. Deng gets him moving quickly for Hakayama there. Commanding presence at the back, Thomas Deng. Saito. Hatsus. Falls backwards again. They've really worked him out. Ryo Hatsus. Naoto Arai has been getting the better of that particular one-on-one. Asako, dang, super anticipation there. And the little ball round the corner sets them off again. It's Koji Suzuki. Here comes Arai down the right-hand side. Just that composure lacking again with the final ball. But then Kobe can't put their foot on it. Asako will pick the ball up. Not for long he won't. Shimada. Arai. Takehiro Ko. Again, there's options. It's Suzuki who picks the ball up. And the immediate cut back. Too many in the way, though, for Kobe, but here come Niigata again. Just in that final third, that's where it starts to unravel for Niigata. Passing field is not good from Sakai, who's had a difficult first half. Gotoku Sakai on the right-hand side there of the Kobe back four. Ding. Delightful that from Ryotaro. Ito, drop of the shoulder, releases Ota. Infield he comes and bends the ball over the top. Shizuke Ota. Well, it might have been off target, but it's another demonstration of the way they have really taken the game here to Vissel Kobe, Albirex Niigata today. We knew they were dangerous on the break. Have players who can shoot on sight. Ota has just tried to bend that around and over. Adaya Mikawa just gets his calculations wrong. The scorer of 4 goals in the 5 starts for Albirex Niigata, Shizuke Ota, former Makeda Zelvia winger. He will be happy. Enough, I suppose. Could do with a goal. Their enterprising play on the break here has warranted it, but still we're goalless as we move into the last 5 minutes of the first half. And Osako with a bit of a sight of goal. Muto draws the save from Kojima. He tried to place it. Combination play. First time they've been in behind the Niigata defence. Yuya Osako there and Yoshinori Muto. Yeah, it's a little ball, a little through ball that demanded an aggressive finish, really. But Muto went for the curler. Kobe having a little bit of a moment and winning the free kick. Muto, the speed of his first touch there. Got the better of Yuto Origome. Just comes inside, it's a little clashing there of the thighs. Footer Atsus is called upon. He'll be bouncing more if Kobe can turn this into an opening goal. So Atsus is going to swing this into that near post, but again, it's a poor delivery. Nowhere near enough height on that to properly cause problems. Sakai has it for Kobe. Saito, or at least the home side, can recycle it. That's a little bit loose. There's Ide under the dropping ball. They come to Ryo Atsus. Yuruki looks for Osako again, only half away, and there's Muto trying to pounce on the loose ball. No. Osako having a difficult first half. thrown himself into Fumiya Akiyama there, the Kobe centre forward. That's quite the tumble. Suzuki is the Niigata player down. Honda for Vissel. Oof. Bone-jarring landing. Yuki Honda, part of this settled back line for Vissel Kobe. There's the player slotted in alongside Tetsushi Yamakawa because they sold Yuki Kobayashi to Celtic. Yeah, run it off. So Honda, a good replacement for Kobayashi thus far this season. Earning his corn today, though. By the way, Kobayashi not quite able to force his way into the Celtic starting 11. Was on the bench yesterday in that Old Firm match. In which Kyogo Furuhashi scored twice, an ex-Kobe player, before departing for Scotland. 34 in 49 now for the ex-Vissel Kobe striker Kyogo Furuhashi. And a yellow card for the Kobe coach, whose frustration is boiling over. So felt that the challenge warranted a yellow card. He gets one himself. So we have an extra minute at the end of the first half, almost at the end of that. Is the referee going to add further time on? But the frustration of the opening 45 minutes, they're clearly getting to Yoshida. Thrust the ball forward, it comes past Osako. Surely the last attack of the first half here. Yaruki. Foot in from Mito. On we go. Osako. Layoff there for Muto. Atsusa. Atsusa lets fly! Terrific strike, and with his wrong foot as well. It's the last activity of the first half, and the best moment as well for Vissel Kobe. Coach Yoshida booked. The J1 leaders are coming up against a really neat and tidy Albirex Niigata side. It's goalless at the break here. Niigata, 12th in J1, are having the best of it. Kobe frustrated thus far. Only rare glimpses of the goal for Yuya Osako, their main striker. Niigata, really compact and potentially deadly on the counter-attack. Just haven't found the finishing touch yet, today's visitors, but certainly had the better of that first half at the Noevir Stadium. It's Vissel Kobe 0, Albirex Niigata 0 at half-time.
J.LEAGUE 選手が出し画像を合成美容画像年間プロ暑い時に暑かない寒い時に寒くないテクノロジーでスーツの未来を変えていく洋服の青山ワイズワンスピード耐久性デザイン車に求める全てがワイズワンにある BMW から西宮の感謝ワイズワン安心信頼感動を感じたときそこに生まれるさまざまな笑顔お届けする製品とサービスを通してより幸せを感じられる社会へさあ、ただいまから楽天メディカル統計部が5分でハーフタイムイベントを行います。本日は楽天メディカル統計部が5分リレーということで統計部学に関する発信をさせていただきます。皆さんぜひこの機会に統計部学について知る機会をしてください。まずは新木萌也選手、大迫勇也選手が大型を務めています統計部学の啓発動画をご覧ください。統計部の大切さを知っていますか？声を出しよく聞きしっかり読む統計部できるのも生活を支える機能に影響します。もっと知ってほしい統計部がありがとうございました。もっと統計部が知ってほしいということで続きましては一般社団法人日本耳鼻咽喉科統計部外科学会広報員松村和人先生よりコメントをいただきます。松村先生お願いします。
神戸の皆さん1年ぶりです。お久しぶりです。新潟の皆さんはじめまして。日本耳鼻咽喉科学会統計部外科学会の松浦です。声を出して応援するスタグルを味わいながら観戦する今を生きるを楽しんでいらっしゃると思います。話すことや食べることこうした重要な機能を我々耳鼻咽喉科統計部以外は専門に扱っています。さて皆さんは首から上にがんができるというようなことをご存知でしょうか？お手元のファイルに書かれているような項目に当てはまることがありましたら遠慮な 近くの耳鼻科を受診ください。万が一皆様方や皆様方の大切な方が高血圧にかかられた時にはぜひ我々を頼りにしてください。我々耳鼻咽喉科高血外科医は高血癌患者さんたちの熱心なサポーターです。我々は皆様方と共に全力でがんと戦います。命と機能を守る耳鼻咽喉科高血外科医からのメッセージでした。ありがとうございます。
松村先生、ありがとうございました。皆さんもぜひですね、お手元のクリアファイルから高血圧の情報にアクセスをしてみてください。高血圧のことを知りましょう。楽天メディカル高血圧克服で反対イベントでした。さあ、それではここでヴィッセル神戸からホームゲームのお知らせです。次のホームゲームは来週4月15日の J1 リーグ鹿島トラン戦、そして中3日で茨城カップサンドーチ広島戦とアウェーゲームを挟んでおよそ2週間にわたる4月22日土曜日に2023明治安田戦に J1 リーグ第1解説としてここノービアスタジアム神戸に3点の覇者横浜F・マリノスを迎えて開催します。キックオフは19時の予定です。同じ仲町をホームタウンとするグラウンドを指導になって
Second half then about to get underway here at the Noevir Stadium. It is goalless between Vissel Kobe and Albirex Niigata. Kobe in a real match here. The team who lead J1. One of the three earlier kickoffs today. Consadole Sapporo ahead at Cerezo Osaka. Goalless between Sanfrecce Hiroshima and Sagan Tosu. Albirex making a switch at the break. We've got Yota Komi coming on for Shinsuke Mito. It's a more orthodox centre forward to play through the middle. Yota Komi off the bench for the fourth time this season in his third year with Albirex. So no more Mito. Might mean a tweaking to the formation here. So Niigata with a super display in that first 45 minutes. Crucially though, lacking the final touch. Build-up play was good. Link-up play was fine. Finishing not quite there. And it's Muto straight away in the second half, getting the ball back. It was Ide supporting there. Yuya Osako inside the penalty box. Lightning start. They've scored 5 goals at home in J1 this season. 4 of them have come in the second half. 3 of the 4 in that hammering of Gamba Osaka, and then Jean-Patrick off the bench to get the winner 20 minutes from time in their opening match of the season here against the Avispa Fukuoka. I mean, there's plenty of options. Jean-Patrick might get the call again. They've got Shuhei Kawasaki as well, the youngster, on the bench today. Once again, we'll be wary of the threat posed by the visitors on the counter-attack. Yuta Komi, his first feel of the ball, and then Origome. Komi moves on. There he is, wearing 16 there. Replacement for Shinsuke Mito. Had probably the clearest chance, really, that Niigata enjoyed in that first half when he got round the back on the left-hand side, fired a shot that went wide. Osako hassled in possession. It's brought on by Haruya Ide. Hatsusa. Yoruki has to come all the way back. The strange quirks, I suppose you might say, at the start of this season, that for all their table-topping exploits, they have been beaten 3 times at the Noevir Stadium. 2 of those have come in the J.League Cup, including perhaps notoriously the 5-0 in the week when Sanfrecce Hiroshima came here and just destroyed a Vissel second string. Asako, unusually reticent there, he delayed a little bit too long. Allowed Hakayama to block. Hatsus picks it up. Yuruki. Ide. No one there challenging Fumio Hakayama. No one aggressive enough, trying to get onto that last man. But as well as the Hiroshima defeat, there was also a 2-0 loss to Nagoya Grampus just over a month ago. Had a run of 3 home matches at the Noevir, starting with the 4-0 over Gamba and then back-to-back defeats in the space of 3 days to the Grampus in the J.League Cup and then Urawa Reds. Good full-back play again by Naoto Arai. He's had a really good match on the right-hand side of the back four for Albirex. Content again to just play their little triangles and work their way out of trouble rather than just put laces through it and clear. It might have been better served to do that because it's been given away to Sakai. Then the challenge comes in from Ko, just releasing Ryotaro Ito. Here's Shisuke Ota taking on Hatsus. Ota pulls the ball back. Poor control. Komi and Suzuki inside the area. Frustrating, surely, for the coach to see such good build-up play flounder. Here's Horigome. Ko. Again, patiently just waits and delays. Ko working the 1-2 and Ko challenged. It was a good challenge as well. As Takehiro Ko just tried to duck and dive. Akiyama gets it back to Kojima, his goalkeeper. Horigome. Akiyama. Horigome in his 7th year with Albirex Niigata. Part of the promotion-winning team. Here he is, the left back, just clipping the ball up to Ryotaro Ito, who also was impressive last year. Featured in every match in their promotion-winning campaign. Ito, 9 goals. And perhaps significant that the goals came from all areas of the pitch last year. No one single player scored more than 9. No one in double figures for Niigata. It's quite some statistic for a side that wins a title. 4 players on 9 goals. The ball round the corner. The nudge on there for Horigome. Plays it through. Komi the substitute. Makawa commits, just gets fingernails on it. And no one following up far side. And Yuruki loses his balance, concedes the corner. So a resumption of the tempo for Albirex Niigata here. They won another corner. Yasura Shimada is going to take it. That's Deng well forward, being marshalled by Haruya Ide. So Shimada, deep delivery. It's a whisker too high for Hakayama. They're doing everything right, but the crucial bit, and that's getting a combination play going. Whether it's from a straightforward cross in from either flank or a little move through the middle on the floor. And just a percentage point off here, Albirex Niigata. Do have an away win since returning to J1 under their belts at Sanfrecce Hiroshima on week 2. A couple of really fine goals in that match as well from Ota and Suzuki. Here's Yuruki. Deng. Really composed. Deng. Clearing and passing, finding a teammate, all in the one movement. Ota couldn't do anything with it. So now we have a first change for Vissel Kobe. Daiju Sasaki is coming on. It's a more attack-minded change for Haruya Ide here. Sasaki comes off the bench for the 5th time this season. He's a scorer. He was on target in the victory on week 2 at Consadole Sapporo. So that's a positive change from Daiju Sasaki. There he is, wearing 22. Yamaguchi. Back through Yamakawa. Honda. Ten minutes into the second half at the Noevir Stadium. Nil-nil still here. Osako. 2 men on him again. Yuya Osako, and suffocated of possession there. Foot in from Saito. Second ball though won by Albirex Niigata, and a potential counter-attack is on here. Ota. Oh, good challenge on the recovery from Mitsuki Saito. Looked like Shizuke Ota was away on the right-hand side. Lovely check in field by Ito, just to get them going. Last-ditch challenge. And it's another corner here for Niigata. Once again, Yasura Shimada to take it. Nakayama stationed at the back post. It's come into the near post that time around. Mikawa was fouled. Koji Suzuki throwing himself at the delivery there from Yasura Shimada. On the road after 3 straight matches at home at the Big Swan Stadium, Albirex Niigata. It's a run that began with a cup win over Kashima Antlers. Well, the opponents next week for Vissel, by the way. Lost to Nagoya Grampus and then followed up with another J-League Cup win over Kashiwa Reysol on Wednesday. There's the cross, there's Asako's header to the roof of the net. Frustration continues for Yuya Osako and Vissel Kobe. Again though, well marshalled here. Hakayama gets close enough really to force the misdirection on the header from Yuya Osako. Deng's header. He's had a really good match at the back. Hatsus. Yamaguchi. Quick pass pinged out there to Koya Yuruki. Yuruki again, but they tiptoe back towards their own goal. Mitsuki Saito now. Sakai. Sakai so waits for the runner. Yamaguchi is that runner. Komi. Substitute. Managed to thrust the ball clear there for Niigata. But sitting deeper and deeper is a dangerous game. About half an hour to play. Osako cuts the ball back in the direction of Yuruki. Yamaguchi, Hatsus. Otta ahead of him. Hatsus manages to get the ball in. Only his father was Naoto Arai, who's guessed everything right today. Nakayama decides to take it on. Komi has options here. Komi, ball around the corner for Ito. He can hold it up. Takehiro Ko. Delightful play this, and the follow-up volley from Ito. Blocked. Last-ditch stuff really from Vissel Kobe. Now they can try and weave something. Yuruki does really well, plays in Yoshinori Muto, and that's way too heavy for Sasaki. Well, that was looking like the moment. They were going to give Albirex a taste of their own medicine on the counter at home, Yoshida's team, but a most uncharacteristic heavy touch there from Yoshinori Muto. He just needed to be a little bit calmer, because the right ball there and Sasaki would have been clean through. It's a double change for Albirex Niigata. So Danilo Gomez is coming on. So too Hiroki Akiyama, and that's for the fresh legs really. and the midfield. Ota and Shimada off. So Gomez will be the attack-minded player here for Shinsuke Ota. And Akiyama slots in alongside Takehiro Ko. Like-for-like replacements here. Atsus. No, tricks don't work. Deng once again wins the header. Muto, Asako, Muto. It's left, and Kojima has to thrust himself across to make the save. Well, this is a little bit better, and I would suggest it's a bit worrying as well for Albirex Niigata. I think that was heading just inside the post. Yaruki with a little bit of space taking aim. I think the first real save from Kojima today. Perhaps an extra spring in the step of the Kobe faithful. Atsusa works it short there for Koya Yaruki. Out comes the goalkeeper to spill it. Komi can't launch anything there on the offensive, but Horigome now tucks the ball in field. Takehiro Ko. Naoto Arai. Suzuki drops a little short. Akiyama. Cross comes in for Suzuki, a little bit behind. Ryotaro Ito not able to pick it up. Deng. They start again through the goalkeeper. Room for Arai. Here's Ito. And Komi drops over the head of Koji Suzuki. Labouring up there. Here's Deng. Oh, what a strike there from Thomas Deng. Well, he's been brilliant, rock solid for Albirex Niigata. He's not scored for 3 years. He fancied that, though. Never scored in J1 for Albirex Niigata. Last time he was on target in the league, he was an Urawa Reds player. August 2020. But with the shift he's put in, really fancied that. Full of confidence, Thomas Deng. Went over the top by Sakai. A little help on there from Muto. But Asako unable to run on. Just an indication again of the difficulty in getting those combinations judged correctly that Kobe have suffered in this match. Akiyama. Here's an opportunity. Ito pulls it across well. Danilo Gomez. First chance maybe to open up the box of tricks. Uses Arai. Back they come. Origome. Komi. That's Komi taking on Sakai. Sakai does well. Good fullback play that by Gotaku Sakai. And drilled long for Osako, gets a good touch, releases Yoshinori Muto, and Muto is one-on-one, it's Muto, it's wide. Yoshinori Muto benefiting from the hold-up play there from Yuya Osako, whose first touch was excellent, just to give himself the extra bit of room and space. Seemed to take an age, didn't it, for Muto to get himself into a central scoring position there. So the late challenge by Deng on Osako, which is picked up by the referee. He showed a clean pair of heels there to Takehiro Ko, but he fluffed his lines at the last there. Yoshimuto. And that's a yellow card for Deng. It's the only blight on his performance today. It was for the late challenge, fraction late, on Yuya Osako. They have a corner from it. Atsusa gets another chance, delays too long and is punished by Yotokomi. Deng momentarily out of position, has to get back now. Osako, here's Sasaki, here's Daiju Sasaki, plays that against Fumiya Akiyama. Now Hatsus has to go back. Challenge on Hatsus. Suzuki was just overextended there and hurt himself. Oh, the defensive bit of the centre forwards game there. Koji Suzuki hurts himself here, just gets tangled on the left ankle there of Ryo Atsus. Jean-Patrick has come on in the interim. It's about this point that he was introduced and scored the winner on the opening game of the season against Avitsma. Oh, and he draws the save, Patrick, again. That would have been extraordinary. Hatsus cuts it across, too high for Patrick that time. And Niigata get the ball away. But there's extra attacking thrust now with Jean-Patrick on for Vissel Kobe as they really go for the win in the final 20. A yellow card for that late lunging challenge. Muto into the referee's book there. Two through the middle. Now for Vissel Kobe. Flag up. Just stopping Koji Suzuki in his tracks. Well, first action there from Jean-Patrick, first touch with that header, and Kojima getting across to save. Jean-Patrick Lima, the 25-year-old Brazilian, one of the newcomers for this season, having joined from Cerezo Osaka. Almost added to his debut, the winning goal against Avispa Fukuoka there with that header. Would have been quite the impact. It's given them an extra buzz. Vissel Kobe, Ryotaro Ito turns his way out of trouble. Yota Komi, and then Akiyama for Naoto Arai. Confirmation of another yellow card for Ataro Yamaguchi there. Just moments after Yoshinori Muto's booking. And now they're making mistakes in possession, Niigata. Sakai tidies up. Comes off Komi. Awkward bouncing on that for Yamaguchi. Muto, Sasaki. Yamaguchi takes it on, Osaka comes short. Patrick is the runner. Atsusa wide left. Step round to get the better of Danilo Gomez. Difficult cross to defend, but they defend it, they did. And the follow-up swipe from Ataro Yamaguchi. Deng again, they try and play their way out of the defensive situation there, staying true to their principles to the last here, Niigata. A draw here, and the lead at the top would be 3 points. But that's before Nagoya Grampus finish against Urawa Reds. Joint second versus fourth in the table, that. After the F Marinos destroyed Yokohama FC with that mauling in the derby yesterday. So they'll stay ahead of the Marinos whatever happens here. But a draw and a win for Nagoya Grampus means Vissel Kobe would be level with Nagoya Grampus at the end of play today. Yamaguchi. Daiju Sasaki looks for Jean-Patrick. Arai gets the touch. Well, Jean-Patrick, 5 in 8 starts last season. He was off the bench 20 times for Cerezo Osaka in J1. Impact player. Cross. Straightforward for Kojima that time for Vissel Kobe. Patrick gets the foot in. Very loose again in possession, Niigata. Patrick tries to play in Muto. Ko. Cute little pass there for Ito. Danilo Gomez cuts in field. Gomez. And there looked to be a deflection on that. So Patrick, a Brazilian on for Vissel Kobe. Gomez, a Brazilian on for Albirex Niigata. Just trying that little chink and shot. Off the bench for the third time. Yet to find the back of the net for Albirex. Danilo Gomez. There's the corner. There's the punch away from Daya Makawa. Here's Ito. Patrick staring him down. Komi. All right. Akiyama. Frustration, really, the reason for that challenge. Gotoku Sakai, just with an impatient stab, really. Now then, is the great man going to be required here to try and pick the lock? It looks very much like it. Niigata threatening again with the set piece. 5 white shirts inside the area. Deng making a nuisance of himself there. Yeah, Iniesta, by the looks of things, is going to be unsheathed for the first time in the league this season for Vissel Kobe. Here's the free kick delivered by Ito. This will be dealt with by Sakai. Yamaguchi lifts the ball clear. There's work to do still here. The goalkeeper just a little slow in coming out. Had to be punted away by Yuki Honda. No nonsense stuff here. So substitutions being made by both coaches inside the last 10 minutes. It's going to be Andres Iniesta in his first league appearance of the season. Gently sort of blended back in with those J.League Cup appearances. But Iniesta, with appearance 111 for Vissel Kobe, the legend, the man who's won everything, is hopefully, as far as Kobe are concerned, the player to unlock. And it's a centre-forward on, Keito Taniguchi, for Albirex Niigata, a scorer this season, and he's got a great goal in week 1 at Cerezo Osaka. Origome cuts that ball to the near post, no one quite committing, and Makawa able to pick it up. So there he is, Andres Iniesta. Just the 9 La Liga titles for Barcelona. A huge part, the instrumental protagonist really in the modern project of Vissel Kobe. Arrived in 2018, Iniesta. Well, it's been in Spain for the early part of this J1 season. Backfiring. And there he is with his first touch, Iniesta. So forcing the throw in. Still doing it, Iniesta. A little cut round the outside. He just a month off his 39th birthday. Andres Iniesta. And managed fine without him thus far in the league. Deng shut down. Has he made that? Yes, he has. Well played, Yuto Origome. Saito. It was Yoshinori Muto, the player replaced by Andres Iniesta, by the way. Referee allows play to continue there. This is Iniesta. Sakai. Yamakawa for Honda. Little thrust long there for John Patrick. Deng. Honda. Sakai. Back for Yamakawa. No. Arai, well, whether it's up against John Patrick as now or Yuruki before him. Naoto Arai has put in an exemplary fullback performance today for Albirex Niigata. Sasaki almost completing that interception. Here's Yota Komi. Still wanting to make inroads, Niigata. And plenty of coaches would have told the Chargers to stick with what they've got here and sit back. But as we know, that's a risky game. And Albirex Niigata still pushing on. They sense they can steal a cheeky win here. Still, Deng. That's up to Ito. Ball round the corner there for Takehiro Ko. Just can't play in Danilo Gomez. Patrick loses out. Danilo Gomez. Then Ito. Here's Horigome. Yota Komi. Horigome still going. Oh, didn't have full control there. Sakai does well in the circumstances. There hasn't been a 0-0 here at the Noevir since September last year. Nagoya Grampus came here and they failed to break down Vissel Kobe. Same the other way round. After that, it was that run of 5 wins that got them out of trouble. The back end of 2022, they actually ended it with successive defeats. Kawasaki Frontalian here against Yokohama F. Marinos, the top 2 in J1. But before that run, they were in the relegation places. Iniesta or no Iniesta, Vissel Kobe. There's Patrick. Cross charge down. good challenge in the Champions League last season. Got to the quarter-finals. Perhaps that took up most of the mental energy during the middle part of 2022. But tough encounters like this one need to be ground out. It will go down as 2 points drop really on paper, but you have to credit the way Albirex Niigata approached this fixture. They came here not to sit back and defend, but to properly make a go of it. Better finishing. Surely, we've seen them leading by now. Atsus with that free kick, it's helped on well. Gotaku Sakai with a chance to cut the ball across. It's over Asako, Patrick in behind. Asako with that rather theatrical drop gets nothing. Ito, lovely ball through for Ito, and it's Ito still going here, and then he loses his footing right at the last there. He used actually Kaito Taniguchi and that movement across the front of the defender to give himself space to run into there, Ryotaro Ito. One of many impressive performances for Albirex Niigata today. We're at home at the Big Swan next week against the Vissel Fukuoka. Kobe are away at the Antlers. Well, Taniguchi with that terrific goal on week 1 at Cerezo Osaka. They wanted something even more spectacular there. Didn't need to do that. We're into added on time. There'll be 4 minutes of it, at least. Here they come again, going for the win at the last here. Albirex Niigata, Yota Komi cuts back, and that's Iniesta doing a defensive job. Rolls for Sasaki, not quite. Yuto Origome. Now to Arai. Danilo Gomez. No, that would have been a fairy tale finish, but Gomez couldn't execute the shot properly. So much travel, bit of a journeyman really, with his 4 clubs in the last 4 years, regionally, back home in Brazil. So no goals here at the Noevir. 0-0 between Avispa Fukuoka and Kyoto Sanga. Tokyo 1-up against Shonan Bellmare. All the goals have come between Cerezo and Sapporo. 3-2 to the visitors there. There might even be a late winner here for Niigata. Arai forward, who cuts that ball to the near post. Kobe get it clear, it's Iniesta. Does really well. There's Jean-Patrick away down the left-hand side. Asako is square. Patrick with the early ball. Well, a corner, that'll do in the circumstances. As the clock ticks on towards the last minute of added on time, is there to be late drama, late celebration, late glory? Well, they'll be bouncing no matter what happens. Atsusa with the outswinger. It rolls all the way across. Take 2. Yamaguchi bent it in that time, and then picks it up. Mekawa looks for Asako. Nicely done by Yuya Asako. Here's Hatsus for moving into the penalty area for Vissel Kobe. Hatsus has to get the ball in. It's not a good ball in though, and way too high for Jean-Patrick. So that could be more or less that for Yoshida and his Vissel Kobe team. Flick on for Patrick. Jean-Patrick, is this going to be the winner? It is! Amazing stuff. Jean-Patrick, opportunism of the highest quality, has burgled the win for Vissel Kobe. In added on time, at the end of added on time. Can you credit that? Niigata have been superb at the Noevir Stadium today, but they have been undone by some old-fashioned, raw quality poaching. There's the flick from Asako. Patrick nips round the corner and finishes brilliantly. Having come off the bench to win the match against Avispa Fukuoka on the first day of this season, Jean-Patrick has done it again. That is comic book finishing. What a time to pick that one out. Quite extraordinary. Niigata are absolutely spent. And this is a really deflating defeat, assuming it is going to be a defeat. We're talking almost about the last kick of the match, surely, here. Well, the little nick on there for Asako. It's a bold call, isn't it, this? Going for a VAR check for a possible offside against Jean-Patrick. Well, I think they're pretty confident here. Vissel Kobe. Just the extra bit of theatre there with the delay needed to check the correct camera angles before the winning goal for Vissel Kobe is deemed legal. Well, the cheers are caught in the throats. Offside is the decision, and there is not to be a fairy tale winning goal for Jean-Patrick. Extraordinary, combining with Asako there to just feed his way through. So Asako just retreating from that offside position. Oh, it's that trailing right boot of Asako, which has been penalised, and it's a mix of emotions at the end. They thought they'd won it with Jean-Patrick. They didn't deserve to win it, really, did they? And they haven't ultimately. So Niigata perhaps get a touch fortunate with the decision, but they they earned a point here, no doubt about that. It's another accomplished display and result on their return to the top flight for Albirex Niigata. Jean-Patrick thought he'd come off the bench for the second time this season to nick a win for Vissel Kobe. But VAR intervened. How many times have we said that this season? It finishes 0-0. Well, again, the debates will rage, won't they, over video technology in football. That was marginal, with a capital M. Underline it, put it in bold, marginal. But the law is the law. You can't argue with technology. And Jean-Patrick does not have another super sub performance. He did well after coming on, but the goal is ruled out. And they're held at home. The J1 leaders. We'll wait and see what the advantage will be over Nagoya Grampus at the end of play. It's 0-0 at half-time between Nagoya Grampus and Urawa Reds. So it'll be just 2 points as things stand now again for Yoshida. And Vissel Kobe at the top of the table in terms of their advantage, their cushion over the Nagoya club. And that's 2 scoreless performances at home in a week for Vissel Kobe after Sanfrecce Hiroshima's 5-0 win in the J.League Cup. Albirex Niigata have shut down Vissel. Indeed, it's 4 home matches in a row without a goal after Urawa Reds win and the Nagoya Grampus J.League Cup success dating back to the 8th of March. But they'll still be top.
最後勝ち点3かと思われましたけれども、今日は0対0のスコアレスドローという結果に終わりました。今日の90分振り返ってはいかがでしょうか。
いや本当に立ち上がりから、新潟さんの攻撃的な、サッカーっていうのに、翻弄されてたところはありましたけど、粘り強く守備して最後のところやらせないっていうところは、できたかなと思って、自分たちの時間が来ると思ってたんで、その時間帯で仕留めれればよかったんですけど、ゴールの前にもね、武藤選手の1-1とかあったし、決めるところしっかり決めれれば勝てた試合かなとは思うんですけど、なんだろう、こう